Good evening, everybody, East, West, North, South, worldwide, and welcome to Locked On Sports 216
216.
with Keith Allen, along with Mr. Sean C.
What up, famo?
What's going up? What's going good, fam?
Another day, another 3 or 4 cents or whatever they pay me at job.
Hey, 2.5 for me.
Definitely not another day, another dollar. But I'm just glad to be here, bro.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Another 2.5 cents, and it's actually a pretty nice day today.
It's a
Weather's
great day in
about
Cleveland, actually.
55 degrees, sunny.
Can't complain any. Coming
Definitely
off
can't
those
complain.
rainy days.
Yes, because those was pretty bad.
or the snow,
Ooh,
the shocking snow.
slate. Ooh.
But hopefully we're past all that.
Tell me
I
about
say
it.
it was a beautiful day.
And it's in a beautiful month of
Of course,
May.
of course, of
By the
course.
way, two people's birthdays are in this month. Matter of fact, the two guys hosting the show. What do you know?
Yes.
What do you know?
Yes. Mark it on your calendar. I accept all gifts in gold.
Yes, I accept all gifts, dinner invitations, cash
Facts.
apps, accept
Yep.
it all.
Bring it.
Yes.
And appreciation. And most important, like and subscribe. I
Yes.
would love a lot of like and subscribe for my birthday. How about that?
Yes. Like and subscribe for right now to the Locked On Sports 216 channel. Like and subscribe to the Locked On Sports 216 YouTube channel.
Yes.
Definitely help
We,
us out with that.
we appreciate everybody.
Yes. Definitely. We got a chat already.
Oh, that's what's up.
And the chat lines is
Welcome.
open, matter of fact.
Yes, we appreciate and welcome the conversation.
Yes, definitely. Because we got a lot to go on today.
Quite a few things happened this past week.
Yes. What's up, Sean Hall? Sup with you? Thank you. Salute to you
What
too,
up,
my
fam?
man. Salute to you too.
Always salutes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the convo.
Yes. First, we're going to go to the premise that we have right here. See if this works. First, we're going to go to the Browns draft grades for the draft this year. Then we're going to go to the Cavs grades for the season. And we're going to end it off with what's wrong with the gods. It'll be a lot to say on the. I know it's going to be a lot to say on all of them, matter of fact.
True.
There's going to be a lot to say on all of them. So
So if anybody has anything to chime in, we accept it all.
yeah,
For sure.
Mr. Hall said nothing much. Said enjoying the day. Hey, it's beautiful out
Yes.
there. All jokes aside, from where we came earlier this week, where it was sleet, snowing, raining, doing whatever, it's a beautiful day. And it's supposed to get even nicer. It's not supposed to be no rain for
True.
like the next 4 days.
Bring it. Yeah, I think I saw some 70s in it too. So
Yes.
we
That's a
deserved it. We
beautiful thing.
might have made it. It's Ohio, so anything can happen.
Right. And we still got a little bit to go and everything to the second half of the month.
Yeah, we
So,
never know.
so what we gonna do? We gonna go to the first subject, far as the Browns draft grade. As soon as I can find this, Browns draft grade for this past draft for the 2023 draft, where the Browns didn't have a pick to the third round.
True.
And that pick was number 74, Cedric Tillman, wide receiver for Tennessee. He had two picks in
6'3",
the third round.
215.
Huh?
6'3", 215.
Yes.
Hands coming off injury, but had 1,000 yards the previous season.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We definitely saw who they picked up. And they picked up another safety today or yesterday.
Today.
Yeah, today they picked up another safety.
His name escapes me right now, but yeah.
But oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but no, I was just gonna say that. Are we going pick by pick with the grades, or are we just going with overall?
Going with
I see you
overall.
got the list. Okay, go ahead. I'll just chime in as you go through.
Okay. Then in the second pick of the third round, at pick number 98, we had Siaki Ika, defensive tackle from Baylor.
Now, you know, anybody that's been following me on any platform that's talked to me personally, you know that all I kept saying was just get the largest human being at defensive tackle and we'll be okay. And those guys did it.
Think about it, this guy was doing things at LSU before he got to
To Baylor.
Baylor.
Yes. I mean his I think his pocket pressure or his quarterback pressure, he ranked like second amongst defensive
Yes.
tackles. And I think it's going unheralded right now. Like that's going to be big if he can push the pocket, and we got two guys coming from the edge.
Woo.
It's going to be a fun season for us.
Yes,
And
it is.
yeah,
Yes, it is. I can't wait. And then let's see, we're gonna go to the fourth round. What's up, Cecily? We got DeJuan Jones, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
Once again, you go and see some stuff you just can't teach. Like Kay knows that's one of my mantras. So, like size is one of those things that you cannot teach. And there's no way to teach anybody how to be 6'8", 350, 60, 70 pounds.
Yes. And a lot of
Ex-basketball
people,
player.
yes. That was the thing. A lot of people say his draft stock went down because that's what he said he originally wanted to be.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
Great for us.
Right. Good pickup for us, definitely. And we needed depth on the offensive line.
Yeah,
We
and
had
I
a
mean
lot of
he's the
injuries
future.
last year.
Yeah, and like all jokes aside, like I mean with his size and our offensive line coach, Callahan's gonna have that dude at an elite level because,
Yes.
like I just said, you can't teach a man to be that big. And with him having footwork as an ex-basketball player, and like his arm length is crazy, he could be special. All he needs is coached up. And I mean, he didn't give up any sacks last year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, sure didn't. Then
Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and he's excellent to run, and he's from the Ohio State. Go ahead.
University. Pick number 126 in the fourth round. The Cleveland Browns selected Isaiah McGuire, defensive end from Missouri.
Give us a
Second
little
team
depth
all SEC selection.
a little bit of depth at defensive end, another edge rusher to put the pressure on all the other guys that are already there.
Yes.
Hey, we can't have too many of those guys, offensive or defensive linemen. I'll take as many as we can get.
For depth and to keep them fresh.
Yep. Rotate them out.
And we had injuries, a lot of injuries last year too.
A lot of injuries. And that's why I say we need the more the merrier, especially guys that can be productive at the position. Like we had a lot of guys that could feel the position, but we need production. Like the depth is starting to ramp up, and it's a good thing.
Most definitely. And you got Schwartz too, new defensive coordinator, so it'd be a new mentality. Dwan
And he
Jones is
looked
a good pick, especially on the O line. Yep, we was just talking about
great.
that. Dwan Jones hasn't gave up no sacks. Now this pick
Not,
I like for the 5th round. And I was talking about him a few months before, like in the late rounds. Quarterback Dorian Thompson Robinson from
yeah,
UCLA.
the legend DTR. Yeah, that's
Yes,
yeah. I mean, he's special. He has tools. He can be coached up. He actually has a play style like Deshaun Watson, and I think that's why they selected him because he can
yes,
be the prototype, step in if you need him to, and possibly the future.
yes,
Possibly be the future.
yes. Because I was like, man, he can actually. I don't think he'll be the backup this year, but who knows? Because
No,
Josh Dobbs is only signed for this year anyway. So
correct, correct. I think he's going to be the long term backup. That makes
yes,
sense. Like
right,
they're going to groom him to be the guy to step in if Deshaun goes down.
right. Plus, you won't have to deviate the offense too much with him.
No,
It's like
that's
basically
what
running the same playbook.
got the same skill set. Thank goodness. I
Yes.
mean, all the quarterbacks that you have the same
Yeah.
skill set. That's
Dobbs
great drafting.
and even
Mm,
Kelly Mond, for real, too.
correct.
But I think,
Totally agree.
and I think they're supposed to change the rule where you can carry 3 quarterbacks on the active.
Oh, are they? Oh yeah, then that's a
They
great
might
pickup for
change
us
the
then.
rule because you know what happened to
Oh
San Francisco in the NFC Championship, where
yeah,
Brock Purdy had to play when the second string dude got hurt, and Brock Purdy was already hurt, and he was literally basically rendered useless. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't even throw.
yeah, right. I agree.
Then
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they have to amend the rule in some way. That's all.
Yeah, be a little flexible. And also in the 5th round, the Browns also selected a cornerback, Cameron Mitchell, out of Northwestern, former
Yeah,
teammate of Newsom,
yep,
our present corner.
yeah. He was happy that he got drafted to the Browns. I hope he can
Flourish.
yeah, I hope he contributes because once
Yes.
again, hey, depth is the key right now. We have a lot of top end talent. We have a lot of great starters. Now we got to fill up the back end.
And he'll probably be on special teams most likely this year. He'll probably participate a lot in special teams.
Yeah, we got to remember, like we didn't start our draft at the first round, so these guys on a normal draft are, we wouldn't even be considering them to be strong contributors. So for us
True.
to have contributors at this point draft and be excited about them, we did very well, I think. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Now, in round 6, number 190, we selected another Buckeye, Luke
Mm,
Whippler, center from Ohio State. And we
yes, a lot
needed
of people
depth at
call
that
him.
position.
Yeah, and he's one of the pick that a lot of people call him the steal of the draft
Yes.
because he was I think some people had him projected as a second round talent,
Yes.
and he put us in the 6th round, and he's from
Right.
the Ohio State
State
University.
University. And think about this. Remember when they said the Browns would never draft Ohio State players? They
Mhm.
drafted 2, then they signed 2 more in in far as college free agents, the 2
Right,
Ohio State safeties.
safeties. Yep.
But Whippler is huge because the Browns used like 3 different centers last year.
Hmm.
Definitely agree with you on that. I see them using Mitchell on special teams. You are right about that. What's
Yeah.
up, Reg? What's up,
All
Cecily? Reggie Harvey?
What's up, everybody?
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in.
Feel free to comment, chime in. Like,
Yes,
how do you guys feel about the Browns draft?
right. Because we're going to give our grades in a second of what we think in the draft. You want to go
True,
first,
true.
Sean?
Sure. I think I end up giving them like the way I looked at it was value. Value was the key for what how I looked at it, and I gave them an A because
Okay.
I give them an A only simply because we got two possible starters starting from the third round. And like most people have to get in the first and second round to, get those legitimate. We have a potential starting receiver in the future. We have a starting DT and a potential starting offensive lineman. So I'm calling that one and two possibles.
Yes.
So I have to give them a strong. That was a great draft. Like we got a couple steal picks in there. It's going to be interesting to see what the cornerback does. He might be
Yeah.
sneaky good to add to the depth.
True.
Um, the pass rusher for sure, but he can definitely contribute in other ways for our special team. So yeah, we have a lot of. I think they did well considering that we didn't have any first or second round picks.
True. And if you really look at it, if you grade it off, you can say your first round pick was Deshaun Watson, and your second round pick
True.
was, what is that receiver's name?
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore. So actually
True.
did pretty good.
Yeah, look at it like that, I'm giving it a solid A because just more alone is going to change our offensive trajectory, and
Yeah.
then to add Tillman at the in the draft, that was crazy.
Yes, because I think they're going to keep one of the two in 2024, either Cooper or Peoples Jones, and I don't think they're going to keep both.
No, what this does, it actually gives us flexibility because both those guys are going to have to get paid,
Right.
so we can afford to let one go. So basically,
Right.
it's going to be a show and prove season for Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yes.
Because the only way he stays with us is if he has a stellar season and makes Cooper look expendable, which
Yeah.
is going to be very hard to do.
I was just about to say that's going to be a tough act to supplant. And me myself,
Yeah,
I'd rather roll with Cooper. And if I got to let Peoples Jones go, hopefully the new additions are ready to step up.
and then you have guys still on your team like Bell. You can't forget David Bell is still
Yes.
on our team,
Yep.
and he showed flashes that he could coached up to be something serviceable with if anything else, definitely serviceable.
That means it's going to be, unless injury or something comes, it's going to be bon voyage for Mr. Schwartz.
Yeah, writing's on the wall for him. Like unless he did something spectacular in the offseason, he's in trouble.
Yeah. Might be a few of them in trouble because they got like 13 receivers now on the roster.
Wow. Yeah. So a lot of guys, a couple of guys are going to make the practice squad. A couple of guys are going to
Yeah.
special teams guys. But yeah, Schwartz definitely is in trouble.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, he asked for it. You can't be a receiver and not catch the ball. Like that's one of your main things.
If you know he's in game 3 and still playing the whole game, you know he's in trouble.
True. If he makes it to game 3,
That's true. That's definitely
like
true.
best case scenario, somebody looks at his speed as maybe an asset and tries, we might get 6th or a 7th round pick for him or something. Maybe that's just me wishful thinking.
I was about to
But
say,
ultimately,
I'm not giving
yeah,
you no 7th round pick for him.
yeah, he might be in street clothes for a couple days.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But you can't teach speed, so he'll get another opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody might take a flyer on him just because he's fast, and I
Right.
mean he's fast.
That's about it. That's it.
Yeah. So, I was trying to think of something else, but yeah, he's fast.
Yeah. Well, that's about it. Well, my grade for the Browns draft, I would give them a B. Because the only thing they didn't get that I wanted them to get was a linebacker.
Mm,
So I'll give them a B. I'll give them a B, even
okay,
though truthfully, grading the draft is like playing a lottery. You don't really know what you're going to get or end up with for the next 2-3 years, for real, for real. So
true.
right
Unless it's
now,
high in the draft, yeah.
yeah. But for them to not have a draft pick to the third round, I give them a B. And we'll really see what happens in September when they hit the field for the regular
And I'm
season.
and I mean, with our defensive front being a lot stronger, it might inflate our linebacker play. Maybe that's what they're hoping on, or maybe that's their strategy. At least I'm hoping that's their strategy
Yeah.
because all our linebackers they have on our roster right now are just fast. They're fast guys. We have a couple that are undersized, like JOK. So if our big defensive guys keep them clean, it might open some things up. So if
Yeah.
we look at it that way, we might not need. I mean, we're going to need a veteran linebacker ultimately. Like they're going to sign someone in free agency,
Yeah.
but with them not getting one in the draft, I'm not really hurt. 'Cause at best, we were going to draft a linebacker that was going to play special teams this year, and we don't
True.
really need that.
The only worry
So,
I have is all our linebackers was hurt last year
mhm.
and
I
coming
agree
back.
with you all the way.
So that's why I was like, could have got one at least. But
Yeah,
if they didn't see nothing that moved the needle in the third, fourth, fifth round or whatever, and somebody they probably would have cut, even
that
and that's bad if they get cut because burying them don't cut their draft picks.
exactly. And then, I
So
mean, you got to look at it like this: who at the end of your draft would have passed on to get a linebacker? Like, are you going to give up the
true.
center from O State? Are you going to give up my man from the quarterback? Like, are we doing that? Like, we had some valuable picks late in the draft that I'm quite sure it wasn't a linebacker out there that, like you said, that's moving the needle enough that would stay on our team or
Yes.
make that much of a difference.
Yes. Sean Hall said they signed that defensive guy from the Colts. They used to play for Jim
Yeah.
Schwartz in Philly.
Yeah, the safety.
Yeah. And I think he's going to be there, especially going to be huge in training camp to basically show what Jim Schwartz once ran.
Hmm. Yes,
And
he
he's
knows the
got the most
system.
experience. Yeah, knows the system hands down.
And you
So,
got to have those guys on the team. And then, like, hopefully, our guys that I don't want to put pie in the sky. We did that with the Cavs. But yeah, hopefully, our guys just put it all together. I think the coaching staff right now, the only thing I'm really still a little leery about is Stefanski calling the plays. But it is what it is at this point. And
yeah,
but defensively, I feel very comfortable. And with the pieces that Schwartz has, we should be very I don't want to say dominant, but we should be different.
we should be different from last year. A lot more improved from last year.
Yes.
So we'll see
And
what
if everybody
happens.
everybody takes steps in the right direction, it's going to get Miles a few more opportunities.
Yes,
Um, I'm anxious to see it because I mean we got big guys that they really got to put hats on now in the
for real,
middle,
for real.
and that's just stuff all that run up the middle stuff.
True.
That should be over with.
Yes. What's up, Victor Morris? What's up, my guy? Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to be right back and we're going to talk about our grades for the Cleveland Cavaliers regular season and postseason, which will probably be two different report cards on Loc'd On
Oh,
Sports
definitely.
216 with Keith Allen and Sean C. We'll
So
be right
see,
back. Style so unique at 24 Karat Chocolate's Boutique, where she specializes in custom, handmade, professional t-shirts and hoodies for any occasions, uniforms, puzzles, and tiles, and much more. Now, don't take my word for it. The work speaks for itself. Let that be the new trendsetter. Customize the way you like it, either for family reunions, gender reveals, graduations, or just a graphic tee. At 24 Carat Chocolate's Boutique. Go and check her out at 1-937-360-4386 or log on at 24ktchocolates.info. We're back.
Yes.
Loc'd On Sports 216
216
with Keith Allen and Mr. Sean C. Doing what we do today on this beautiful sunny day in May.
In Cleveland.
Yes. Like I said
this was not for you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was going.
Like I said it before, I say it again. Subscribe to the Loc'd On Sports 216 YouTube channel. For right now,
you.
At the end of the month, it's going to be a little bit different. But subscribe to that channel.
Say we appreciate you. Like and subscribe. We are family.
Yes, and hit the bell. You'll be notified whenever we come on. Come on live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Not limited to other days, but
frequency might pick up very soon. So look out. I suggest you hit that bell so you know you get all the content.
Yes, definitely get all the content. I realized some things. I got some game changers from this restream. I'll tell you about it later, Sean, but it's some game changers now. Dude, definitely some game changers. But right now, we're going to go.
It's going to put holograms on. We got holograms.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to have our grades on the Cavaliers. I had a comment just now. I'm going to put that comment up. And put that comment up later on. Put that comment up when we get to talking about the Cavaliers. Because we got grades for the Cavs, too. We got grades for the Cavs. The Cavs had actually their most successful regular season since 1998. Went 51-31.
Mm-hmm.
Finished fourth in the Eastern Conference.
Yes.
And
defensively, number one.
Yeah.
Offensively, like number 7 or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, we played very well. Like our young players played solid basketball. Donovan is an animal. Like he's just different. DG, he came back and played solid for most of the year. Like even Chetty, Karras, and those guys all had big games during the course of the season.
True. And then the playoffs came. And didn't go so well. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Didn't go so good.
Like you know, on Mario, you get a mushroom and you be like a giant, and then after that wear off, you go back to the regular. Like they went back to regular Mario on this. That's all.
Yeah.
Like they went really. Like, okay, let's dissect what happened. Okay. First of all, the roster was weird, and we shouldn't have let Kevin Love go because we needed somebody like him. We needed a veteran presence who had been there, who would have, still showed up under the pressure.
True.
2, we got out-coached. Like a lot of people don't say that, but we definitely got out-coached in that. And, JB, we'll take it as a learning experience, but we definitely got out-coached. You want to re-comment?
Yeah, I can read the comment.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold up, I just had it. Okay.
I
Yeah,
apologize. I can't see who it's
yeah.
from, but I just see the
Sean
comment.
Hall. Yes, agree. Don't go too high just yet. The Cavs' problem was they weren't physically enough, and Mobley and Allen has to work out more. Very true. The bench
Yeah.
play was horrible. I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
At times, the starters were getting outplayed by the Knicks bench. Even opposed teams in the hold up, opposed teams. Let me see. Let me see if I got it right here. As opposed, even opposed teams in the regular season. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we definitely had some. We definitely got out toughed. Like we
Definitely.
definitely needed them to go to see the Wizard because they were 10 man esque. We had
Really?
a lot of 10 men, but
Yes.
yeah, like just far as not adjusting, like JD didn't adjust. Um,
Yeah.
like like Sean just said, the bench didn't. They showed up a couple of games, but not all the games. We lacked big man presence, like you alluded to when we went into this.
Yes.
Um, it was just a lot of things that we should have addressed before, or we should have just held on to Kevin Love and gave ourselves a chance.
Yes. I screamed about that the day they released them. I screamed
Yeah,
about that. And I was
we
like,
all.
oh, go
Mhm.
ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
I was just going to piggyback off what you said. We all were kind of on the same page. Like, why would you just let him go for nothing? Like, he can
Right.
definitely help us. And the reason why he was playing wasn't because of him or an injury. It was because of coach's decision. So once
Yes.
again, that kind of falls on JB, not the front office or him, Kevin Love, so to speak.
Yes. And like I said, and people it's like, well, he don't play defense, or you hear people saying that he quit. If I'm sitting and I know I'm accomplished, but yet you're playing Dean Wade and all these other folks, and I'm just getting DMP,
Right.
it's like, come on now. And I mean, we sure could have used Kevin Love in the playoff series. I'll say that. Not even saying that he would have made a super big difference. Because we might have would have still lost maybe 4-3 or something like that. But the fact his presence would have been more of a common influence on our big guys.
Right, like he could have stopped. Like when they went on runs, he could have stopped runs because the two things that he does well is rebound and pass the ball. So
Yes.
and if you want to put hit the open shot, it was a lot of open shots we had, and he would have been able to spread the floor. Unlike Mobley, Mobley couldn't do it. Him and Allen were in the game at the same time. The Knicks were just packing the middle,
Yes.
and that cut off all the driving lanes, everything. Like I said last week, think about it. How many lobs? Like we threw a billion lobs all season. Like that was our go-to. I think I've seen two all series.
I didn't even see that. Well, yeah, let me
They
take that. Let me take that back. That's yes, I did. I seen it in the second half of game 4 when Darius woke up.
hmm
But other than that, I didn't see it much during the series at all.
and that was half our offense during the season. So
Right.
you know, Tibbs looked at the film and showed them what to do to shut that off, and it stagnated our offense. And once again, the moment was just very big. You can make excuses all day, but it's guys make a lot of money to play the game of basketball. So
Sure is.
I don't know how much, you know,
And
how much of a pass I really give.
the main people that really let you down in a sense are getting max contracts and one is getting 20 mil.
That's what I'm saying. And once again, they're young, so I
Yes.
don't feel any like I'm not worried at all. Like it's nothing, that we should just be, oh, we got to do something drastic right now. No, no, we don't. We just
No.
need to add a veteran piece. We got to just be smart with our mid-level exemptions and
Yes.
see what we can come up with. Because I mean, the pieces that we have are not bad. Like we have a good team, but like keep saying we need a big man,
Yeah.
bad. No disrespect to Rolo, but we actually need a young guy that's just athletic and blocking shots.
And
So
it's
all we need
capable
them
of
to do.
playing.
That's my point. Like we need that
Yeah.
guy to come off the bench, energy guy, just block some shots. We don't need you to score a lot because we got scoring on the second team. Because that give Levert a little bit of freedom. Um, I don't know if we want to bring Rubio back or not. That's going to
They
be
got
a
him on a 3-year
question.
deal too.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's going to be some decisions to be made.
Yeah. They got him
But
on
we'll
a
see.
3-year deal. And what's up, Scotty
Like
Webb?
Scotty Webb.
Yeah, they got him on a 3-year deal. It's like, oh.
I mean, I'll take him back. Let's clear, but
But
I'm just thinking of the pieces that we might have with enough value to get anything for. He would be
right.
one of them. Like, I don't think they want to trade a Coro.
No.
Karis LeVert's in the last year his contract, so his will have to be a sign and trade. How much will we really get for him?
And
Dean Wade.
yeah. It's a few of them that can go on the first ship packing off
Yeah,
the bench. Honestly, I would Dean Wade can go.
yeah.
That's
Oh, by the way, needless to say, F is the grade for playoffs.
playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Half for the
Yeah.
grade for the regular season.
Oh yeah, that was uh, I think that was
FA.
I gave a B. I B plus. Like
B
say they're
plus.
solid. They're solid.
What you guys think of Nick Nurse? About Coach Nick
He
Nurse?
he's unemployed, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
unemployed.
mean he was solid. Like I wouldn't swap him out for JB if that's the question. But he's gonna get another opportunity in the league for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
And I'm kind of happy for Ime get another shot, like say
yeah.
out there. And
Yep.
he got some young guns.
Yes, he do.
He's gonna have to stay out of those tech strip clubs.
Stay away from the massage therapists too, Ime. Stay away from them. Stay away from
Hey,
them.
and don't grab anybody's hand.
Right.
No hand grabbing.
Ask Perion Winfrey. Ask him. But anyway, my grade is B for the regular season, B for the regular season,
That's
and
fair.
F for the playoffs. Because I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest, what really disturbed me was this team had no spark really the whole series, except for game 2.
hmm
This team had no spark. You look at game 3, okay, you in New York the first time, you lose. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. But game 4 and game 5 was must have, must wins. And it was like lack of energy, focus, and they weren't prepared to play. And a lot of that goes on the coaching.
I agree.
A lot of that
I
goes on the
agree.
coaching. And like I said, and I mean the body language on game 5 was just terrible.
Yeah, I just wonder what had them so defeated. You know what I mean? It
Right.
was like they were never in it. Mm,
Exactly.
Like the only guy that really wanted to play was a Coro. Like everybody else seemed like they were just coasting through. Like you said, Darius had one flash. Donovan seemed like he just couldn't get it going because it was almost like he saw the writing on the wall early. Like,
Yeah, it was like they was
oh,
just tiptoeing through the tulips or something or whatever. And Jared Allen just gave up.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if he really gave up. Like, he really got housed.
Takes
No disrespect to him, but he just got like he was getting pushed around. Him and Evan, they were just getting pushed around. Like
But at
I
least
forget who
Evan put up
chimed in
more of
earlier.
a fight than Jared Allen.
Yeah, yeah. Like Evan
Evan,
just didn't have the bulk or
yeah.
the
And
the
plus
frame to do it.
Evan's still 21. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's still a kid in a sense. Where Jared Allen done rode in this rodeo before. And he done
Yes.
played in that rodeo before. He played in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
When he said the lights was too bright, I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's one of those like it hurts to hear it, but I understand what he's saying
Yeah,
because it was like one of the biggest moments that we've seen. It was the first playoff we've seen since LeBron left. So
yeah,
that had to be a lot of pressure just overall. I mean, you should have been able to handle it, a lot better than that. And I'm not giving anybody a pass, but I can understand what you're saying. Like, and you get that feeling like they just didn't know how to respond in the
right.
moment, which
What's
is
up, Marie
scary though.
Swift? What's up with you? Dean Wade, Osman, Rubio, and Okoro. Those guys can go, says Mr. Sean Hall.
I can't agree with
I
Okoro.
would
Like
keep Okoro.
yeah, all those everybody else I can't
Rest
argue
of
with.
them, I
But
can't
yeah,
argue with you on that.
yeah, no argument. Like say,
I
man,
keep Okoro and Stevens.
yeah,
And the biggest mortal sin JB committed in the whole series. And I think this would threw the Cavs' energy off. And it might have expedited their exit was when he put LeVert in the starting lineup
agree.
and put Okoro on the bench. And Okoro been starting for you all season. And even though he might have not been effective in game two, got an early foul trouble or whatnot, but that's still your guy.
Right.
And you
He was
just,
the starter for a reason.
yeah, you just flipped that quick, which killed your energy coming off the bench because LeVert was your points coming off the bench.
Yes. It was almost like he found his groove and it got stifled by the move.
Yes,
He finally had found his niche in the second team. He was like the ball handler slash go-to scorer,
yes.
and he fell into the role. Like he was very comfortable. He was getting to the basket. His passing was starting to step up because he was doing a lot of fancy passes under the basket after he drove.
And
Easy
he got the
baskets
big
for the
men
big
in the
man.
game.
Yep,
He
you
kept the
heard
big
me.
men in the game.
Easy baskets for the big man. So yeah, it just threw everything off. It's all about continuity and like everything is muscle memory. Like these guys, the first team is used to playing together, and then you throw everything off right when we're trying to win. Like no, you
Right.
don't
It
do
was
that. You
like I
stick with
didn't
what you got.
understand that. I did not
It's a
understand.
panic. And veteran coaches wouldn't have done that. Like Phil Jackson wouldn't have switched everything up just because they were losing. Like and inner coach here, like Spoelstra wouldn't have done it.
Heck no, I was supposed to
ev-
win and did
ev-
that.
Everybody sticks to their guns, and we just didn't do it.
It sure didn't. It sure didn't. Sean Hall also says Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing as the same Mitchell in Utah. Yeah, that's true. I said it. We had a couple people making max dollars. Wasn't putting out.
Yeah, I think he was just once again. I think he was just saw the route writing on the wall. Like he saw how we were getting pushed around. He knew he was gonna have to try and carry him. And sometimes your shot's just not falling. His shot definitely wasn't falling, and everything just went south. It looked extra bad.
It was just like a plane, like you're gonna crash.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
crashed.
Like,
Crashed so bad that they
wow.
got booed off the floor on the last game. And
Yeah.
like I said, but I don't put it all on JB. I put it on the front office as well because they was talking about there wasn't no deal that lit up the screen. You could have had Josh Hart.
Hmm.
You could have signed you a big man instead of signing Sam Merrill.
Like at the trade deadline, I told you Mo Bamba got traded to the Lakers.
Yes.
We could have jumped in there somewhere.
We didn't
Like,
even have to do that. We could have signed Tristan off NBA Today. And he's
yeah,
with the Lakers right now.
Lakers did it. Yep.
Because
It's
Tristan
little
wouldn't have
things.
played he wouldn't have played that getting bullied by Mitchell Robinson.
No, the dude that I didn't realize was still out there, that another show brought up was Boogie Cousins. Like what?
Cousins was available.
Like
Nerlens
he's the dude
Noel
that we
was
needed.
available. Dwight
Oh,
Howard
that's
was probably available.
yeah.
Anybody.
I don't know about him, but Noel would have been almost perfect fit.
Yeah.
Boogie Cousins would have added that toughness. Like he wouldn't have got pushed under the basket
Oh no, he would have
for
gave somebody one
sure,
of them bowls. Might have would have
or
got a
got kicked out
flagrant, but
something.
hey, it would
Yeah.
have showed that we ain't messing around.
But sometimes you got to play like that. You got to show you have heart, and we didn't
Yeah.
show we had enough heart to play. And
And on that end right there, that's Kobe Altman and that's Gansey on that end right
mhm,
there. They did not have this team equipped for what they was going into. And on that
right,
part, that's on them.
yeah, and that might be a miscommunication with the front office and the coaching because they
Oh
might have
yeah.
been told, "Hey, we liked our line." I mean, for them to just let Kevin Love go, the coaching staff had to say, "Hey, no, we got this, guys. We feel comfortable going forward." Because if not, why would you even sign off on that? Like,
Right. It was one of those kind of things where how can I say, you discounted the veteran. You literally took the veteran for granted. And with this
mhm.
being a roughly young team, you need every ounce of veteran experience going in, especially against New York, going
I
against
mean,
them.
we needed that going down the stretch of the regular season, let alone
Yes,
the playoffs. Like,
right. Because it was like every team that had multiple big men gave the Cavs trouble. Every
yeah,
team. Because
because
people say, oh, we
we
went 3-1 against Boston, but Williams wasn't playing.
true,
And Jason Tatum didn't play the one game, and we was on life support to the fourth quarter to win that. So,
right?
and Embiid does that with everybody. So,
Yeah, he dogs. I mean, except for Boston, he didn't do it to Boston.
no, for some reason, Boston got Philly's number. But I don't know. I think Philly got Boston's attention now
Hmm.
after the James Harden turn back the clock throwback to 2017 game.
That's what it was. He had the big furry outfit on, came in too comfortable, torched them boys. He was
Right.
already warm.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
But real quick, if you were the Cavs, would you go after Dylan Brooks?
No, no, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I get where the talk is coming from because he brings a certain toughness, but we really need a disruptive toughness. I don't think so. I think we just need to organically like somebody has to talk to Jared Allen and say, "Hey man, look, this is your role. Like hit the weight room. You're the enforcer. Like we need you to block shots and knock people on the ground. Evan's not big enough to do this. If
You
you
know
don't
that
think
ain't
you
in Jared Allen. Jared
but
Allen knocked Brunson down and offered to pick him up.
but that's what I'm saying. We'll talk, that's why we have to talk to him and be like, hey man, if not, we have to think about moving you to another team because we need that.
Yeah.
Evan is going to be Evan. Like, he's going to be one of those guys move around on outside a little bit, moving. I mean, he's going to be dominant on the inside, and we can't have AA standing next to him.
Yeah, because
on the
truthfully,
inside.
it's like you have to question whether they can play together, start together.
Well, I think it could be done, but Evan's definitely going to have to work on his jumper. Because
Yeah,
if his jumper doesn't start falling, then there's no way it can work. Like,
right.
they might as
Even
well
Sean
try
Hall
and move
said no.
JA. I agree. Like,
Yeah,
if Evans' jumper isn't like, it has to be extended to the three. Like, he has to start hitting consistent three for this to work. Because if not, no.
and that might not be for another 2 years.
Right. We really miss Laurie at this point, but we had to give him up to Donovan. So
Sometimes you got to give to get.
and then it's then like, is JB able to adjust? Like, did he not understand that we don't have Laurie Markin anymore? I don't
I think what JB and them didn't realize is they missed the whole assignment. They missed the whole assignment, and then when it came time to be in class, they was hoping that the teacher didn't call on them to present it to the class. And the teacher called, and it was like, I left it at home. I left my assignment at home. I don't know. I really didn't know what to do with. And like I said, it was just a cluster.
Yep. But once again, like I said before, going into this, we actually thought that making the playoffs was a plus. So
True.
I'm going to keep that. Like, I understand it didn't go down the way we wanted it to. We wanted to see more fight for sure, but we did take a step in the right direction.
Yep.
Should we have won the series or been a lot
Yes.
more competitive? Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I'll take making playoffs as a win. It's
And a
small
building
steps.
block.
And hopefully they can take this and elevate us to the next level. That's all.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take
And
a break.
hopefully LeBron comes back. No.
Who you got tonight with LeBron and Golden State?
Man, I don't know. That's one of those series where it's you can't really bet against LeBron, but then you can't really bet against Steph when he's hot. So it's gonna be a good series. I'll say that. But I'll say this: if AD is playing like he did in his first game, it's a wrap. It's over with. I'll
AD
put that
is the
out
key.
there.
Golden State ain't got nothing that can deal with that.
Nothing. Like, if he
Nothing.
puts up 20 and 20 again, it's nothing they can do. They
Sean
lose.
Hall agrees with you. The reason I said no for Dylan Brooks because of the baggage he carries with him doesn't suit too well with the organization, especially our fan base. It's so
True.
passionate for the game only. I'm going to be
Yes.
honest. I see what you're saying. But if Draymond Green decided to come here, everybody would be all in.
Hey, and don't count it out.
Right, that's what I'm
I'll just
saying.
say that because I
Yeah,
think he is a free agent. So,
yeah. Dylan Brooks is
and
a younger version, and you might can get him for that veteran's mid-level exception.
but see,
Even
I
though I
don't
think it's
agree
going to
with
cost a
him.
little more.
He's not like Draymond. Draymond is
No.
different. Like, he's more like, he plays tough, but he plays like a dirty style of basketball that rubs people the wrong way.
And I think
Literally.
he kind of got, how can I say, got caught up in his own hype,
Mm-hmm.
which I think sometimes a change of scenery can do him good. Because there's going to be other teams after him.
I don't know though, because the league is one of them fickle things. Like, you can be out of the league just like that. Like, who was that just came back? Oh, Dennis Smith Jr.
Oh
Remember
yeah, he was
when
out.
he got drafted, he was supposed to be the man.
He was out the league.
He was out.
He was in China.
He just came back.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, remember he was in the league when China had to come back.
Yeah.
Like it's no guarantee. There's a lot of politics in this, and if they feel like this guy's like a detriment to the team or gonna get somebody hurt, oh yeah, the league gonna be like, hey man, you really don't assign him.
Hey, so real quick, we're gonna go to our baseball team. What is wrong with the Cleveland Guardians? The Gods, they have lost their last 5 series.
Mm-hmm.
And they should have took 2 out of 3 in New York, and they should have took 2 out of actually, I could say they really should have swept New York, and they should have took 2 out of 3 in Boston.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I'll just say this, like from what I see, they're losing a lot of close games, and that just means that we aren't scoring enough. We just aren't scoring. Our bats aren't hot. Like we've got nobody batting that's on fire. You know, we aren't getting on base, and that's one of our bread and butters. That's what we do. Like we manufacture runs. We don't hit a lot of home runs, and if we aren't getting on base, um, we aren't getting any production from anywhere. Yeah, it's no way we can win. Because our pitching isn't doing that bad. Like we
No,
aren't getting like
pitching ain't been that bad.
pulverized, and that's what you should stay positive just because of that. Because if our pitching can stay consistent and our ERA is still low going into the summer, all this right itself.
Plus, they get Tristan McKenzie back on the 29th.
Good.
And Savali comes back sometime, I think, in June.
So that shores up your rotation going into the meat of the season.
And they just sent Plesac to the minors. And the 2 new guys, Logan Allen and Tanner Beebe, have looked good.
Very good. Solid. Once again, they just didn't get any help.
Yes. And they
That's
got to get
all.
some hitting because you can't go into Fenway and in the Bronx and in New York realistically and score 2-3 runs a game and expect to win.
Right. We can't do it. And you're absolutely right. That's around where we score 2-3 and we lose, by 1 run. Like that's crazy.
And the
But
unsettling
it
thing
happens.
with the Guardians against New York, you wasn't playing the Bronx Bombers, New York. You wasn't playing Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Josh Donaldson. You was playing their kids.
Yep.
But
that just shows we gotta, it's a long season and we definitely have some things to work on. But I see hope. Like hopefully it'll right itself at some point. We just gotta come alive with the bats.
Cause Tito mixes and match till July, August after the All-Star break. Then he have him ready to play. So it is what it is.
That's why I'm not worried. He's one of the greatest to ever do it.
Down. Huh?
He one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm not worried.
Yes. Well, that sums up our show. Like to thank you all for tuning in and watching.
Yes.
Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and subscribe to the Loc'd On Sports 216 YouTube channel. And hit the bell, be notified whenever we come on. And I guess that's about it.
Another great one.
Also,
thanks for having me once again.
No doubt. Also, tune in to the Triad Committee this Saturday at 5 p.m. where I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. It's going to be something hair-raising. And also, tune in next Monday, the Mad Mondays at 7 p.m. as we have special guest DJ Ronnie Cash. We'll interview him, and he's going to do some things on the Wheels of Steel as well.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right. And you going to break dance?
Absolutely not. No.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's going to be your job. That's going to be you and Voodoo's job.
No, Boogaloo Keith.
No. But anyway, this is Keith Allen with
Shabadoo Keith.
this is Keith Allen with Sean C for Locked On Sports 216. And we out.
Peace.
Peace. Oh man. There's no way I'm breakdancing at all.
Shabadoo Keith.
Oh no, 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 no. No, not me. Those days are long past and gone.
Sure.